Hello everyone and welcome back to Tuscany. I am Danilo Romolini and today we are in the Volterra area. A truly magical location that not only fascinates with its ancient medieval towns, but as well with its rich Etruscan heritage. We are located around 30 kilometers from the sea, 60 from Pisa and 30 kilometers from San Gimignano. Florence is about 1 hour and 20 minutes away. Today's property represents the dream that many clients tell me about. A property with a main beautiful villa, with a pool immersed in the Tuscan hills, and an outstanding winery, producing incredible wines and products. Today's estate truly fulfills that dream. Welcome to Monterosola Winery. Are you ready to see it? Come with me. Monterosola is a wonderful estate nestled on the hills of Tuscany. It is made up of two main parts. The villa or country house called La Rosola. That is a very ancient building dating back originally to the 1490s. Nowadays it's been restored, a pool has been added, and it has all of the modern comforts, ideal as an owner's villa. Then we have the winery that you see right behind me, built between 2013 and 19, following ancient ideas, but as well using modern cutting-edge systems and technologies. The estate is made up of 125 hectares of land, which equals to about 308 acres. Within which we find 23.5 hectares of vineyard with a production capability of up to 130,000 bottles. Then we have 6 hectares of olive grove with a production of approximately 11 hectoliters per year. Let's begin with the main villa. As I mentioned earlier, it dates back to the 1490, which makes it nowadays over 500 years old. In the past, it originally was a watchtower that used to serve as an outpost to a castle nearby. In fact, if you look around from Monterosola, you can notice several other watchtowers in the distance. They used to communicate with the Rosola Tower for military purposes. The house is laid on 2 levels and has been enlarged over the centuries. Nowadays, it is 600 square meters in internal surface with a total of 7 bedrooms, each one with their private bathroom. On the back side, we find this large courtyard, totally paved with terracotta and embellished with stone. This is very protected from the wind and it has a very cozy feeling. It is ideal for summertime events and to reunite with friends and family. Right behind me on a side, we also find a wonderful pizza oven, ideal to cook pizza in the summertime. There are several tables all over this courtyard. On the front side, we find the living areas that directly access onto this outdoor loggia. It has sitting spaces on that side. Over here we have a large table to host lots of friends, and this part of the loggia that extends out and has a wonderful view on the countryside, on the pool. On this side it accesses to the garden and the olive grove. Outdoor we find a fully equipped kitchen with a smoker on that side. This is a gas kitchen with lots of storage and a gas barbecue, and another part on this side. The villa welcomes us right away with this large entrance space with double height ceilings, lots of natural light. This entrance space has a large island right beside this Tuscan style kitchen. It is a spacious kitchen with marble tops, fully equipped. And as you can notice by a few details around this room, the ground floor of this country house was used for animals in the past. In fact, on this side you can notice how they left this part intact, and this is where the animals used to eat. Let me show you the living area. The property has been totally restored with typical and traditional finishes but modern systems. We have this wonderful brick arch that leads onto a large dining area with sitting space on this side. We can notice wonderful wooden beams on the ceiling, terracotta floors, these arched windows that let us access onto the lodge outside and give lots of natural light. While we pass on this sitting area on that part, we notice how there is also a beautiful fireplace which is working and ideal for the winter days to sit down and relax. On the first level, right from the kitchen, we reach this reception space, which is used also as an office. There is an interesting layout because through that door we access to a separate section that I will show you later of the house with the rest of the bedrooms with a separate access, which can also be seen in a way as a guest house. While over here we have this section which can be considered a master bedroom section. On this side we access right away onto the primary bedroom. It spans right onto the whole width of this part of the country house. Nice and high ceilings with exposed huge beams. It's a very interesting primary bedroom because we have the bed on this side, views on both parts of the outdoor areas, and the bathroom is basically open into the primary bedroom. There is the sinks, his and hers, on the central part. Over there we have a shower, and on the other side there is the bathroom with the toilet. Next to the office, we access onto this other section of the house. On the first floor, this is a cozy TV space and a central room to gather all together and enjoy some video games or TV. It has an independent access, which means that if you close that door over there, you can access to the bedrooms on that side independently. There are two levels, one on the upper part with 3 bedrooms with their bathrooms, and downstairs another 3 bedrooms with their access. Right in front of the farmhouse we have the 14 by 7 meters swimming pool, nearly totally surrounded by this terracotta paved area with also some slices of garden. What's most beautiful, together with this view, is that you're completely surrounded by lots of different plants. You have lavender, you have roses, you have cactus plants, you have cypress trees, and this truly enriches and embellishes this pool area even further. On the front part we can admire some olive trees and some vineyards. On that side over there we have an outdoor shower. We have a large limonaya that can be used either to keep some lemons in the colder months or as well as a changing room. On that part, right by the pool, we have a large photovoltaic system to support the property even further. Welcome inside the guest house. This is an 125 square meters building laid on 2 levels. On the upper level, we have this large apartment with a nice large living area. It is air conditioned, high ceilings, lots of natural light. You have 2 bedrooms with bathrooms. On the lower level, there is a working area for workers to fix tools and all of the agricultural machines. In the past, this building used to be the former wine cellar of the estate before the Monterosola huge winery was developed. Permits have also been obtained to build a huge agricultural shed near the wine cellar. This would allow the moving of storage, workshops and tool rooms closer to the cellar itself, while at the same time freeing up space to create more bedrooms and/or independent apartments in the area around the villa. And now the winery. It is over 5,600 square meters in internal spaces, which equals to over 60,000 square feet. It is laid on several levels and is built with cutting-edge technology, but following traditional ways and style. In fact, the building is made with cement, reinforced cement, and on the outside we have beautiful stone that is in line with the country home buildings in that area and looks like a tower, just like all of the towers that you see all around in the distance. The winery was designed by the architect Paolo Prati on top of a hill set between 2 valleys. The solid structure can be compared to a Russian matryoshka doll, as you practically have 2 buildings inside each other. Everything in the winery is doubled, 2 ceilings, 2 floors and 2 walls that create a wide corridor around the actual rooms, so as to naturally regulate the temperature of the interior. Everything in the winery is aimed at eco-sustainability. Gas is replaced with low-therapy geothermal energy, and rainwater is collected, purified and reused. The equipment used in the winery is all of the highest quality and state-of-the-art to ensure maximum production efficiency with the least expenditure of energy. Today we are here with Michele. He is the manager of Monterosola. He has followed all of the works to develop this incredible winery and has followed the development of each of the bottles and the vineyards. So he's a true expert and knows everything in depth. Michele, thank you for being with us here today, and please explain us a little bit about Monterosola.
Monterosola for me is something really special. This is a windy area. It's very important for us because we have an organic agriculture, and this is help a lot against the disease. And this place is special also for this reason. In front of us we have an example of the different kinds of metrics, geological metrics of this soil. In this case, five samples. And why is special? Because this stone is unique in municipality of Volterra. 3,000 years ago, the local guys used this stone for a very beautiful ancient door in the center of the city. And we have an example there. This is the same stone that used the local people for La Rosola. And we go through this sample to arrive at in the opposite. This sample is something really special from my point of view because it's a mix of all, and is very, very good for the roots of the the vines.
Yeah. So if I seem to understand correctly, the Monterosola Estate is special as well because it is hilly, exposed on different sides and in different ways. And there are different varieties of stones and soil. That's
Yes.
why you have, I think, 9 bottles and 9 labels.
Yes. For this reason, we have so many labels, because at the end, inside of the estate, we have so different kind of exposure.
Yeah.
The natural amphitheater, as so different kind of soil guarantee us the possibility to maximize the identity of the different varieties, and to put in the bottle the soul of the different vineyard in front of also the different varieties.
Yeah. So you have 125 hectares of land,
Yes.
23 of vineyard.
Yes.
And tell us about the potential of the expansion.
It's possible to have more hectare of vineyard, because we have 23 hectare just in the soil, but we have something like 15-60 hectare of empty soil that for the moment we use for the cultivation 1 year wheat, 1 year, for example, the alfalfa for maintain the fertilization.
Okay.
But it's possible for the future to have more vineyard. Yes, of course. Yes.
You also have a lake, which is very useful.
We have a lake. We collect the rainwater. We have a lake for reuse the water, and special for the garden, for the irrigation, and but not only.
Another interesting aspect about this soil is that it is rich of fossil particles that make it even more fertile.
Yes, they are very old soil. 100,000 years ago we was under the sea.
Under the sea.
And this is the result of that period.
You can see the shells. These are the soils all around Monterosola.
It's very. We have in the hands 2 very special soil. This is something of really amazing for the nature, because seems like a concrete, but in reality these are right from the nature. And this is the typical stone inside the municipality of Volterra that we have only here.
Monterosola is also very suitable for events, either connected to wine or in general events that need an incredible looking space with large outdoor areas and even features like huge outdoor parkings. On this part we find a large central terrace that connects all of the spaces on this floor. From here we access over there by the entrance to a large wine shop laid on 2 levels, and in that part some of the wine tastings are hosted. On that other side we find the toilets, we find a large beautiful apartment that is ideal to host guests at the winery. And on that part over there are some large kitchens to host events or the workers at the estate. Right behind me you see the part that we will explore now. We will go inside and there is a large wine tasting room and some working areas for machines. So we are back with Michele. We're now inside the winery. This is one of the entrance spaces at the ground level. From here we have a lift and we have a few rooms that we will show you now. Let's begin talking about that room.
On the left we have the harvest room with the machine that we use for the selection grapes during the harvest, for the red, and for the white the press for maintain the flower of the varieties.
Okay. So
on the right, we have the wine tasting room.
Okay, beautiful room. Let's have a look. So we are inside the wine tasting room. This is one of the several wine tasting areas. It is nice and large and perfect for large groups that come and try wines. So there are several stations, and I love how there are all of the phases of the production all around, with also pictures of the family that owns the estate.
This room gives us the possibility to live the work in this winery. We have 4 different stations, in total 56 chairs. These are very special chairs. The possibility to
roll them out.
To roll, yes.
Yeah,
we have the possibility to charge the mobile, to look the color of the wine with the LED.
I see there are sinks inside, there are drawers. Everything is perfectly equipped for wine tastings. We're now on the first level of the tower. Here we find the offices of Monterosola. There are 2 rooms with a reception space and this large room over here with windows on 3 sides. This is the office where Michele and his colleagues manage the Monterosola company. This is a beautiful map where you can see Monterosola Estate from above, and it's truly splendid. On the second floor, we find a large wine tasting room, which is a multifunctional room. It can be used either for wine tastings, for dinners, lunches, or to support events. On the top floor of the tower, we have a wonderful terrace with a 360-degree view on Monterosola. Here we are on the lower floor. We are coming through the elevator, which is truly unique. It's like a cork. In fact, it is completely covered in cork and it's perfectly fitting for a winery. The floors are connected either with the elevator or with the stairs. So, Michele, tell us about this floor.
This is a special floor because we have the possibility to see live what happens in the winery, especially during the harvest. The guests that use this wine tasting room have the live situation, what happens in the tanks.
Yes, yes. I remember this wine tasting room we will show you now is truly incredible, and there are low lights and you have a view all over the vats on that side and on the other side. Come and have a look. This is for sure one of the most incredible wine tasting rooms in Monterosola, and I love the view on that side. Michele, tell us a little bit about what we see here.
This is the room where we realize the fermentation. We charge the vats from the top. We use only the different level, no pump. And we have natural fermentation inside this special shape of vats. In the opposite, we have the view over the bottaia, the room where we left the wine aged in wood.
Okay, excellent. So I love how as you get close, all of the lights turn on and you overlook the bottaia from above. So we are on the -2 level, about 10 meters below the ground, and here we find 2 huge spaces, and in the middle the lab. So Michele, tell us a little bit what you use the lab for.
This is the office of the winery we use for our specific wine tasting, for understand how evolved the fermentation during the harvest and how evolved the wine during the year also. because we have behind you we have the vats of fermentation, but also we have the wooden tank, and it's very important to taste minimum one time a month for understand how evolve the wine.
So now we are inside the wine cellar, and you have 15 huge cement vats, which is very special, modern and unusual. So Michele, why cement instead of steel?
Cement because it's a very natural element, have a macro porosity that help the indigenous yeast during the fermentation, and also because these vats give us the possibility to maintain under control naturally the increasing of the temperature during the fermentation. Also the shape is very important because it gives us the possibility to touch less as possible the raw material during the fermentation. It's a very, very important moment, and for us it's very important to try to left the raw material give us the best as possible.
Yes, because the shape of the egg makes it move by itself.
They are the movement inside naturally that help us to maximize the works of the yeast during the fermentation.
Yes. And it's very interesting how they try to keep it as natural as possible, also with the transport of the grapes inside the vats. In fact, as mentioned earlier, they come down with gravity through a large terrace on the outside space right above us. They fall down right inside the vats. Michele, what is the large red machinery we see in the end down there?
It's a very beautiful machine, and we use when finished the first fermentation because we try to keep out the best part of the wine inside the skin. That is a torchio, and we use for save the best part of the wine inside the skin when finish the first fermentation. The skin that exit from that machine we use for compost, and a little part we put in the distillery for the grappa.
Okay. By the way, they also have steel vats if needed. They are also in the property, in the room right beside.
Yes, we have, and we use in a specific moment of our job, because in organic winery, to have the correct stabilization of the wine, we need to use the steel tank for put the wine at -10 degrees for the naturally stabilization.
So we are now inside the aging room. We are right below the tasting room we've seen up there. In fact, you can see how it has a view over here. It is a beautiful space, really high ceilings with vaults covered in terracotta. So, Michele, tell us a little bit about this room.
This is very important for us because after the fermentation, the new wine stay here for minimum 1 year. And where stay? We have many options from barrique, 225 liter, until the big boat, 5,000 liter. Why so these many different sites? Because we have many different varieties of the grapes, and in this way we have the possibility to maximize the identity in front of the quality of the season.
And here we are on the highest point of Monterosola with unrevealed views all around. From here, we would like to conclude the video. I really want to thank Michele for showing us around. He's a master at his craft, and he is for sure one of the most important people for the company. He run the company until now and has managed all of the production and their successes. Thank you, Michele, for showing us around.
It's a pleasure for me to be here with you, and and everybody is welcome to come here and visit Monterosola. This is a really magic estate.
Thank you everyone. Please subscribe to the Romolini channel for the best homes of Italy every week. Until next time, ciao!